You guys ready? 1, 2, 3.
MCPS Superintendent Dr. Thomas Taylor unveiled his proposed budget for the fiscal year 2026 on Wednesday, December 18th. Taylor's budget calls for a total of $3.6 billion in spending, an increase of nearly 9% or $300 million over this year's budget.
Because there will be a lot of desire in our community to make everything about a number. And what people will forget is that there are children with need behind that number. And so our work needs to be about elevating the need and elevating the kids who are behind that need.
Taylor, still only 6 months into his tenure as a superintendent, presented his proposal in front of the Board of Education, county and state leaders, and community members. Taylor called his budget a broccoli budget that will help fix core problems in MCPS.
What we offer is not a budget that even has ranch dressing or cheese sauce or any of the dips or accoutrements that come with broccoli. It's just broccoli. Because there's foundational work that needs to happen, and we need to eat our vegetables before we can have our cake.
Highlights of the budget included $186 million in a 3.25% pay raise for MCPS staff and $3.2 million for 52 new members of security staff, while also cutting $7 million in funding from MCPS central offices.
Also, I love to see the security and the safety funding that he lists in this budget. I think school safety is a huge issue right now. It's something that needs funding, and it's really good to see in this budget.
Even though you don't need to get into the nitty-gritty of the different numbers, you should be cognizant of what kind of topics are being discussed and kind of removed and added.
Last year, the county council gave the school system $30 million less than it requested, leading to budget cuts. This year, Taylor is hoping to avoid a similar situation through clear communication.
We have a critical need to communicate what our needs are and to share those needs so that people have a better understanding of how our school system operates and what we need to be successful.
The Board of Education will meet in January for budget work sessions to unpack the budget and hear input from the community. The full budget will be released online on Monday, January 13th, and tentative board adoption is scheduled for Tuesday, February 4th.
The board as a whole need to go over this budget carefully together and to see whether all the priorities are reflected, especially in student achievement and school safety.
We're not asking for a budget that is actually going to move MCPS light years ahead. That's not this budget. This is a broccoli budget. This is a budget that fills holes. This is a budget that solves problems. It doesn't solve problems completely, but it definitely puts us on the path to solving a lot of those problems.